Keep your quads nice and soft. Your glutes on. The back side of your body. Constantly opening the double doors in the front. All the happy feelings that you really want to happen, especially when he feels a little stuck in life. Right? Yeah. But don't even rush the block too much. The feeling shouldn't feel like you're chasing him. Even if today we're a notch or two down from where he would like his walk to be.
Right.
We still don't compromise the feeling for the sake of that forward.
Okay.
Some days it's not there, right? Especially when they're young and growing, which is the hard part, especially when he's on, like for example, if the last like 3 months he's been like consistently really like making progress, and all of a sudden you go, what happened?
Yeah.
Right? They still have growth spurts, right? Even if he's gained 3 millimeters of height and back, his body can get a little weird. Yeah. Right? So I'm not making him any excuses, but it's just that especially when you have one person underneath you. So if it helps, I've never worked with him, so I have no baseline of expectations. So you can tell me he was doing ground free last week, I believe, you know, right? So I have no expectation of him being forward, being through, really understanding leg, none of that.
Right.
Right?
He doesn't really understand leg yet.
No.
It's mostly voice and stick.
Yeah.
And steering in the walk is hopefully.
Yeah.
In the trot, I tend to drive a bit shorter when you can just take it kind of
Yeah.
noodly and
Well,
all.
and he's very short in the neck, right?
Yeah.
You have to be ready to come to right? You're in your little go-kart race car.
Yeah.
Your wheel is right there.
But I would be able to let the rain out in the walk. That's off a bit more. I can steer a little bit less dramatic.
Yeah.
This is where we're going.
And because he's young, so you have a little bit more of this. But because he's a lot shorter, I would do I would do more of like birds instruction because you only have 2 feet of mat. You don't have 4. Right? So, and his shoulders are right there. You could literally lean forward and like tickle him.
Yeah.
So if he gets too big and too wide, you have so much. If you were on Dior,
Yeah.
it would come to me. It took me a minute. And she was just starting as a 3-year-old, I would tell you to be a lot wider
Okay.
because you have the room.
Okay.
Now, your level of expectation for what you know, with your hands here and you turn, I don't expect him to immediately go, but I wouldn't give him that 2.5 feet that I'll give the giant warm blood. Also because like his brain to his feet connection is more closer. His signals move a little bit faster too, right? So when you're out on the water swimming, you have to be very, very cautious of that stuff because you can more easily and negatively influence them, right? Because that little millimeter of difference is more felt on him than before, right? So you have to keep yourself here in that little square that you always want to ride in. I think you could keep yourself there most of the time. I would just expect that, like with Bird, or even Ghost, you go like this and you kind of follow, he's probably going to hit your ring a little bit more, right? And I would be more lenient in giving him that extra couple steps to figure it out. He's just going to hit your reins a little bit more, but I wouldn't widen your hands. Because I think you'll give him too much room. Especially if he's really kind of trying to be slightly behind you. You're creating too much space, you know what I mean? So just a very direct, here's your railroad tracks, and then your legs are going to push him to kind of correct, where your hands are going to kind of stay out of the way, they just kind of stay down.
I know, I said to Lee in my lesson on Wednesday, she told me to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel a bit like I'm micromanaging him then, when I'm shorter, and a lot of the trainers I follow really promote staying out of the way and letting them find their own balance. And kind of like first and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Like they, so that's
You can keep your hands together and not have them do anything.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can have the walls. They're not made of concrete, right? They're not styrofoam. You have a closer scaffolding to help keep them together. I wouldn't worry about squeezing and busting and all of that stuff. No. And you don't even have to necessarily have the reins even shorter. If you feel like you want to give them that extra inch of length,
Yeah.
you can. Just keep your hands physically in front of your body together.
Okay.
So, because I don't want you to micromanage either.
Right.
And I understand the hesitation of like, wait a minute, I don't want to ride that beast,
Yeah.
right? Keep your hands here, and then cut off their level of expectation. They are only pillars. They are only walls. They are a level of guidance, but I don't expect them to like, keep on the hands now. He has soft go that way. Right. He is like a very normal PlayStation with controller.
Yeah.
2 buttons on it.
Yeah.
That's it. So keep yourself together so that you don't have to you don't have to move on. You don't have to underneath. If I get out here, I have to cross the camera. That's not big enough to really require that. So your walls are going to bend and they're going to kind of fluctuate a little bit. They're going to feel more fluid. Your reins are going to feel like he has more room to move within them. Whereas on an upper level horse, you set those pillars and you stay there and the horse actually stays between and doesn't bum right reins. Right? So with that field, you just kind of want to make sure that you are gathered in front of him, especially because he's young.
Yeah.
He is ponyish, so there's some shaky in there. If he makes a quick move in any direction, you need to already be there, you know? Don't take your hand off. Your hands are dead and you drive a race car. You lose control, you have to bring your head, turn your hand all the way off your head to drive the wheel. You don't want to do that. So it's even here, don't even get too high, because his line of sight was pretty low. So if you get up here, you also look like that. Right? Don't do that. You're not chasing. And if you want me to pick up a stick and support you in here, I can do
That
that.
might be what we need to look at.
Because I would rather that than you feel like you have to constantly churn the other.
Yeah.
The BT stick, thank you. It's pretty in pink though, so it's less gray. This must be Neo's stick.
Yeah.
Just keep asking. Could be a weird day. Good. That's a good boy. Good. So even here, resist the urge to do too much. Good. Use your hands as a unit to turn it. So even when you kind of have to pull the left there to remind him not to go sit and leave whack, make your right hand follow his shoulder. Again, I expect that he's going to hit the boundary, maybe even go through it again. But make your life easier because your whole body has to stay turned.
stop. He is not advanced enough for right hand, right leg, left and right. Right? Watch that right hand doesn't go too far. Use your left one to follow. Even if, dare I say, very carefully, you approach crossing that bigger line with your outside, with your other leg. That's it. Almost like the neck craning thing, right? Both hands go left, both hands go right. Keep them going together and simple. Good boy. So, I want you to attempt some version of a circle, which can be 3/4 of the ring, I don't care. So that we can practice this turning a bit. Yeah, keep your hands together. Good boy. So bring your right hand to the border of the left. Kind of over and in it. There. Half teach him to engage the outside shoulder a little bit. So right now, I don't care where his head is necessarily bent, because, you know, he's going to push, he's going to figure it out. He might flex to the right for a second, so end of the row. You have to move his shoulders on his head. Good boy. Soften your knee. Your leg. Good boy. Good. In a minute, we'll do a walk transition between Good. Good boy. Then you're going to come up center line. And then at X, you're going to swing right and change direction. So move your hands as a unit, move your shoulders. Yeah. I know that it sounds ridiculous to put any expectations on the free row. Pretend to be second, third level. Move his shoulders. Right? He's just allowed to make a lot more mistakes. Yeah. It's the same as when I say, you know, when you're doing the first, second level, massage for a moment. Do I expect you to massage? No. But I want you to get this feeling in your head. So here, it's like, I'm going to move his shoulder right. Which has to be a whole body. He's small, so you have to physically turn yourself. Right? And then when you're ready, TROT. I will help you if you need it. You trained him so well, now I'm afraid of the words. Good. Yeah, hands together. Even when he drifts, both hands come back to the right. Yeah, you're line forward, do that, and look back right here. Good. Now, jump your feet. Remember, his neck is short. If you get high, you usually pull him up. That's it. Good. With your whole body. Even when you don't really feel like you need to turn, like he is taking the arc, I want you to turn your body and ask for it. There you go. Good. And you're lower. Good. For his, when you see on the video, his line to his mouth is just a little bit lower than you think you need.
Okay.
Good. That's better. Now, the tricky part for you is to keep your hands down and forward and not on your shoulders with it flat. Good. And slow and forward. Good. Slow and together, right? So, just to clarify for anybody that thinks I'm saying the other. Good. Hands forward and two hands. That's it. Good. So you can be short and together and not do anything. Right? They are only like pillars of direction. That's it. Super. Good. Oh. And then he still goes forward and seeks to fit because your hands are allowing you to go that way. And by being just a little bit lower, so there, lower just a bit, yeah. Now he can find a more natural outline. When we hold him too high, we squeeze with his short neck. Then he can't come forward in the group because he can't, like on the lunge line, you see where he wants to be?
Yeah.
A little bit more, hunter correct, low, but like up through his ears. His neck needs to be able to come this way. He can't go this way yet.
Right.
So you just gotta watch the height of your hand a little bit.
Yeah, and like definitely don't want to be like,
No, and you do. You're not pulling at all. If you're ready, you're not. But when your hands are high, you're still a lever. And he feels like he can't come down.
Yeah.
And he just needs to, he needs to go like an inch and a half.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't need to go far.
Yeah.
But it's different than the second first level stuff we're doing before where you had to, like, especially because you're working downhill.
Yeah.
We had to do it over here, so now we have to do it.
The other way.
He's built uphill, but he's a smaller horse, so we kind of have to let him be a little bit more level. Ready? Yeah. Sorry, there. Just a little bit. Good, I can't stay low. Stay low together. Let them have handcuffs on. Right, move them together. You don't need to put your hand all the way out. Unless you're like, he's pulling really in the way. But, look where else. What if we're not looking me for being so he's a 10 on temperament. Come on. This here is those moments when you open too much and then you can really snake his neck around. You don't want that. He's little and cheeky. Right? If you're coming out of fence, you gotta keep his head between his shoulders, yeah?
Yes.
So even here, for the steering, his head has to stay between his shoulders. Moves the shoulders, not his nose. Super. Super good. And lower. Yeah. There. See? All right, just a little bit. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, and towards him and forward to him. He gets high, you go forward. Yeah, you breathe out. Good boy. Good, better with your hand. Low, forward. You're going to kind of let it move hard out. Forward. Yep. Yes, there. Good. This is hard, right? Good. Hands forward and down. Super. Good. Now make sure only your boots are doing the work. Right? You're nice and soft. All the front doors are open. One straight line. Super. And lower. Rewire your brain. Because you have all the right intentions, you're just too high for the horse. Yeah. Right? Good. There. And blow it together. Yes, blow it together. Go. 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 Happy energy. Yeah. Good. Now he starts to lift his tail a little bit. Happy together. Low and go. There you go. Here's a dumb line for you. Low and go. Come. He said the next horse is in here, though. I'm done. I gotta give you a couple more minutes, dude. You're doing awesome. Good. Low and forward. Good. That's it. Now one big circle. I don't care what that means. Got it. There. Now you're coming down. One circle in the direction here. If we think he'll try a diagonal and trot, go for it. Good. Try a diagonal. Hands together. Don't let that right hand wander. Move his left shoulder around the turn. Good. Lower his left shoulder. Use your eyeballs and your outside arm. Good. Lower your hand. Good. Now actively turn him left. Yeah. Outside leg on. Let's go back. All right. All right. Now we gotta take some. All right. One more round this way. I know, buddy. I hear you. Good. Hands low. Good. Good. Low and push with your glutes. Thighs are soft. Glutes are on. Come. Good. Yeah. Thighs are off. Glutes are on. Go together. Come on. Go together. Good. Go together. Come. Good. Too high on the right and you're using whip. Good. Again. Go together. Yes. There. There. It's just like you just don't have to ride the miles for being center. Do it back way. One hand on the back. Fire back. No, I know, and it's tough, which is why you can't get too much with your hands. You're going to work from the right side back. Yeah. The more you move your arms, slower you go.
Don't peanut butter me.
Peanut butter me.
I can steer you.
I like that. Come on. I'm going to use that when the bear takes her down the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. One lap, and then you're going to ask him to walk over.
Yeah.
You're right here. Okay. Good. Good. Underneath. Really pull in right. And you've got to use your leg. Good. Another. Go. Super. Go. Good. Super. Come. Super. Good boy. Good try.